Hey everybody, Jim Powers with MaryvilleSaints.com and Saints Vision as we continue to catch up with our coaches this week. And joining us to talk about the volleyball team is our women's volleyball coach, Ashlee Brockenbrough. And, Ashlee, let's talk a little bit about last weekend. Obviously, things didn't fall our way, but really ran into two teams that are very talented, especially Lewis on Saturday. They just do so many things well, and have had a player that has won the Player of the Week 3 of the last 4 weeks.
Lewis's Allie Schneider is just a dominant force up the net. She's a middle blocker for them. So she did well on the weekend against us and against UMSL. This is her third GLVC Offensive Player of the Week in 4 weeks. So we definitely saw a challenge against her and the Flyers.
Parkside did some things against you guys that, you pretty much knew that they had scouted you guys, especially taking some things away on the offensive side.
Absolutely. They shut down our right sides pretty early in the game, and we could definitely tell that they scouted us because that's something we were very successful with against UIndy. We serve received really well against both Parkside and Lewis, and against Parkside, our serve receive looked really good. Our hitters just could not terminate. Parkside was a very physical team. They put up a really solid block, and their middles did a great job closing the blocks to the pin. They shut down our outsides pretty early on as well, and they put up a really good double block against our middles, especially Ashley Selman. So it was tough to get her going. And I think that our youth a little bit got intimidated by that double block, so that they shut down our offensive weapons.
And when you talk about that middle block, and Ashley is so good in the middle, and when they take that away, it kind of throws, especially a bunch of freshmen, kind of throws them into the what do we do now mode. They've taken this away, and now we got to try and do this, and I'm sure that's something you guys are working on this week to get ready for next week.
We saw that when they took Ashley out of the play, putting up a good double block in her face. I think that some of the other freshmen on the team saw that and saw one of our leaders getting shut down, and so that was a little bit of an intimidation for us. When we're passing well, we were able to get her involved and continue to go to her, and we continue to get shut down. So I think that's a really great opportunity for our freshmen, though, especially on those pin hitters, that when our middle attack is not successful, we need to find someone who can step up and really decide to start taking advantage of that.
Plus, it gives them an opportunity to grow. I mean, we're not even tipping the iceberg into the season, and they're kind of seeing what the conference is all about, especially Lewis, who is ranked week in and week out, and one of the top teams in the conference.
They're the top team in the conference right now, and they're the only undefeated team in our conference. They moved up in the polls this week. They are now 14th in the nation. So great program. I was really happy with how he responded going into Saturday. It's an intimidating team, and we talked about having thick skin and just walking in, and the name of the game was respond. They're going to do some great things. They're going to get some great kills. We were ready for that. It was all about how we responded in serve receive and getting out of those plays. So I was really proud of the team for coming back and battling back, and we had great attitudes on Saturday. I realized the score was not indicative, but our coaching staff was really pleased with how we played and how aggressive we were. We're excited to see what happens this weekend.
I'm sure getting the longest 2 road trips in the conference out of the way really helps out as well, because, I just know that the Bellarmine, that trip, the UIndy trip, and then, that Kenosha down the Romeoville, those are tough trips, especially for the freshmen, as they're just starting to kind of get used to things.
We're learning what those long bus trips are like and balancing our homework and our personal life with school and athletics. It's a tough trip on Friday to get off the bus and start playing right away. So I think we definitely saw a little bit of those road legs on us.
Talk a little bit about the setters, and they're doing such a great job for you and making sure they're distributing the ball and running the offense. They've been a great bright spot so far this year.
Our setters are both new. One is a junior college transfer in Michelle Eskew. Kayla Buxton is our freshman out of Perryville, Missouri. We are doing a really good job seeing them distribute the ball evenly. Both are in the low 200s in terms of assists, 215 and 204. So both of them are doing a good job connecting with our hitters. As the weeks progress, we're seeing them make smarter and smarter decisions, both in transition and out of serve receive. We've been working on them seeing our matchups with the block and making sure that we're distributing the ball, but also setting our hot hitter and making sure we're scoring points where we should be.
This week, S&T comes on Friday night for blackout night, and then on Saturday it'll be Drury. 2 teams that contrasting styles, but some great opportunity for us to get a couple wins here at home at the Simon Center.
Friday is a great opportunity for us. S&T is ranked just above us in the West, and their season is kind of starting to look like ours a little bit from the box score point of view. They're 1-3 in conference. They have a win against St. Joe, just like we did, and they played them extremely well. They battled it at UIndy and almost took him to a fourth game. Weren't able to capitalize on that. So they're doing a little bit different things with their hitters. We're seeing a couple different players in the starting lineup, so it's a little bit hard to decide what their starting lineup is going to look like on Friday. However, our coaching staff is doing our due diligence to make sure the girls are prepared.
Quick turnaround, too, because the backyard rivals next Tuesday against UMSL. So really, when you look at it, you go back-to-back Friday, Saturday, quick turnaround to Tuesday when everybody plays their travel partners.
We're excited for Tuesday's game against UMSL. It's our faculty and staff appreciation night, so we're hoping to get a good turnout there. This weekend really starts kind of the legwork of our conference. Next week we're out of town. Actually, we're out of town the next 3 weeks. So lots of games coming up here, and they're all important. So we need to make sure the girls are mentally prepared. We're doing the right things in practice, and then also giving a little bit of rest to go into this long stretch.
Outstanding stuff. We'll see you Friday night.
Thank you.
Both the matches on Friday and Saturday will be streamed on our video stream, Saints Vision. It's glvcsn.com/Maryville. We'll have the action starting at 6:50 on Friday night and then at 2:50 on Saturday. And then we'll also have the big UMSL matchup on Tuesday night. We'll have that on our stream as well.